It all comes down to this. Tomorrow, voters heading to the polls to decide several big local and statewide races. And tonight, we are hearing from the Forrest County Circuit Clerk about expected voter turnout, and we're hearing from voters on why they think it's important to get out and vote. Here's Fox 23's Jacqueline Coleman with our election coverage.
After months of campaigning, the 2019 general election is finally upon us. The polls will open November 5th for registered voters. We are literally hours away from the voting polls, and we wanted to better understand what motivated Americans to make their voices heard.
Plan to get up early and go vote tomorrow and encourage anybody that I know to vote, because it's absolutely wrong, in my opinion, to complain or even talk about political issues, social issues, whatever we have today, unless you participate in the voting process.
According to Circuit Clerk Gwen Wilkes, it's hard to determine the voter turnout this year.
At 2018 general, for absentees, we had like 1,250. So I think it'll be about average, is what I think.
And it could depend on different factors.
You never know. A lot of times it depends on the weather. But I think people will get out, and I think they'll show us what they want.
For many voters, it seems the only way to evoke change is heading to the polls.
This is our rights, and we have to exercise our rights. And if we don't like a candidate, we get out there and vote and make sure we get the person in that we want.
And others remembering the sacrifices people made to make voting accessible for all.
It's important to vote, not only because our forefathers have fought and died for our right to vote, but I'm one that believes you can't complain about what's going on in society if you're not having an active voice. And yes, your voice does count. Every vote matters.
Before you head to the polls, make sure you have a valid photo ID and verify your voter registration.
If something doesn't go the way it should at the poll, all they have to do is call my office. We will help them every way we can.
Now, the polls will be open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. But if you are in line at 7 p.m., you are entitled to cast a ballot. Reporting in Hattiesburg, Jacqueline Coleman, Fox 23 News.